Hello and welcome back to round 9 team of the week. Hope you're having a fantastic day and are ready to go with the big hitters, the hard hitters, the heavy hitters of round 9 of the subscriber series, the Global Rugby Challenge. We have plenty to get through today, so let's crack straight into things as per usual. We've got Try of the Week coming up, the winners from round 8 as well as the contenders for round number 9. Following that, we've got the leader and all the biggest and best statistics throughout the competition, and then the biggest one of them all, the top 15 from the last round of competition. That is round 9. We had two massive matches. Let's get straight into it. Start things off here with Team of the Week from round number 8, and there was 3 tries that we all had to pick from. One from Mitchell Otley from the All Flakes, Pierre Valentine from the Guardians of the Crib, and Marshall Hanna also from the All Flakes. The results are in, and taking out third position is Mitchell Otley from the All Flakes. 15% of the votes going his way. Number 2. Now this was very close, very tight. 38% of the votes. The number 2 try of the week is going to Pierre Valentine. That was so tight, so close. A fantastic try, but the Guardian Centre will have to settle for second in round 8 try of the week. That means number 1 with 46% of the votes will go to Marshall Hanna. Here is your winning try for round 8. Has some friends quickly over the top, securing that ball. Hanna, oh, Marshall Hanna, look out, he's breaking free, oh, he's a freak, he's done it now, 2 weeks in a row, phenomenal tries from Marshall Hanna. Alright, so into the action from round 9, we had 2 matches. The Flakers opened things up with a thrashing of the Glasgow Warriors, and the All Flakes took on the Guardians of the Crib in a massive, monumental occasion from the tournament so far. My try of the week's coming from both those matches, 2 from the All Flakes Guardians match and 1 from the Flakers game. Let's kick things off with the big one coming out of the Guardians and the All Flakes. It's Heston Gardner with try of the week nominee number 1. They'll play it as well. 10 minutes almost would be up for Tip Top to return. Oh, hospital pass to Lou Jones. Makes it work though. Gets it to Peter Smart. He's running through the wing. Numbers out wide. And a try will be for the Guardians. It is Heston Gardner for number 2. There's been some fantastic tries over this tournament so far, but number 2 here will go the way of Owen Richards, also from the Guardians of the Crib. These were some absolute phenomenal tries that led them to the result that they eventually got. Hold on to your seats, folks. Keep hold of your hats. Do not change the channel. We have one hell of a finish here. Henrik Smith hasn't done much, but he may have made a mistake here, losing the ball. Back it goes to the Guardians. Great run there. They find room, and out wide they go. Ken Pringle. Pringle for the corner. He could hit it right now. Oh, he's just short. How close do you need to be? There goes full time. It looks very hard for them to do now. There's the try. The Guardian Sailors with a try to Owen Richards. I have to say, if neither of those 2 tickled your fancy, then this one has to. It just has to hit you in the right spot. It's Ian McDonald from the Corn Flakers. This one, I think, has my vote already. An absolute stunner from the big man. What do you guys think? That's the question. Check it out. Big, strong runner of the ball. Beck has stolen it. Smith away for Rogers. Here's Heikkinen again. He's got numbers at the board. It's McDonald. Flanks away 1. Oh, and a 2. He's still going. This will be a miracle try. Oh, how does he do it? That is simply outstanding. Alright, so there are your 3 nominees for the try of the week from round number 9. You have Heston Gardner and Owen Richards, both from the Guardians of the Crib, and Ian McDonald from the Corn Flakers. There's your 3 tries. Get to the straw poll. Link on the screen, link in the description. Check it out. Go have your say, have your vote, and be sure to check in next round when we have a look at who wins out of those 3 tries and the next team of the week. Alright, so some big stats coming your way this week, guys, from the last round of matches. We start things off with the tackle count, the most successful tackles in the competition so far from our three sides. And leading the way, still not much change in this one for the tackle count, is Elliot Malpass, 37 tackles. He leads the way, 5 in front of second place, which is Ivan Ferryland, doing very well. He is storming up that leaderboard. We have two men sitting on 30, Ian McDonald and Owen Richards. These are names we just keep saying, as well as they are consistently leading the way for their side. We have 4 further players down the list that will round out this table with 27 successful tackles. Guthrie Heads, Marshall Hanna, Tip Top and Liam Robinson, all with 27 successful tackles. What a leaderboard. Some real big names in there that are leading their team, mainly from the forwards as well. When you look through these names here, Malpass, Ferryland, McDonald, Heads, Hanna, Tip Top and Robinson, all forward players. So there's only one man from the back line that's doing the job defensively. That's Owen Richards. Makes for a great statistic for the big man up front. From that, we make our way straight into the meters gained so far in the competition, and we've got one man still very hard to catch up with leading the way. That's Jonathan Craneen, still up the top, 560 metres to his name. He didn't play last week, but I'm sure he'll be back in the action for the next round of matches. Lou Jones storms up the leaderboard to 382. He's making a beeline for that number of Craneen's running metres so far. Andrew McFadden sits third, 376. Quite a closeness between these three. Mitchell Watley sits in fourth position with 348. It's a wee margin down now to Marshall Hanna, who's on 291. Aidan Adeleke Solomon on 289. Riley Crosan 271. And Owen Richards 269. Kieran Jones 266. And Logan Banks rounds it out with 262 metres gained. So a lot of chopping and changing, mixing up. Big matches from Lou Jones in that last round. See some rocket up the leaderboard, but still a lot of water to go under the metres gained bridge before the end of the competition. Right, we go into the next stat, which is the try scorers so far in the competition, and this one is just getting closer and closer. Still leading the way is Jonathan Craneen with 5 tries to his name. He is the only one to get to 5, but the competition is coming thick and fast from behind. There is a number of players on 4 tries. Logan Priest, Kieran Jones, Aidan Adeleke Solomon, Mitchell Otley, Will Rogers, Pierre Valentine and Ruby Floyd, all with 4 tries to their name. And I'd imagine a lot of those guys will be in action in round 10 as well. So this one could be interesting this time in the next round. Still a whole host of players on 3 tries as well. A hat-trick in the next round could see them rocket straight to the top. Tom Harris, Ryan Heikkinen, Omar Solomon, Callum Caldwell, Douglas Eddington and Marshall Hanna, all with 3 tries. A list of who's who of the subscriber series so far in the competition. The big one though, where it all comes to the crunch, is the point scorers. And this is an interesting table as well, because 1 and 2 are both from the same side. The Cornflakers have the sharpshooters, and they've got the damage dealers as well. At the top, still with 50 points, is Jonathan Craneen. Again, hasn't moved as he didn't play in round 9. But behind him is a man who had a fantastic game, Douglas Eddington, with 46 points. It's 18 points further down before we see another player coming into the screen here. It's Riley Crosan with 28 points, and it's quite congested here with James Dooley, Braden Rudman and David Sloan all on 25 points, and all of them have done kicking in their time as well. So it's a kicker's game here, the point scorers, that is for sure. The try scorers though, trying to keep pace, and we have a whole host here on 20 points. Logan Priest, Aidan Adeleke Solomon, Kieran Jones, Will Rogers, Mitchell Otley, Ruby Floyd and Pierre Valentine, all there on 20 points, chasing, holding, trying to keep track of the leaders. So that is that. The stats are done. The try of the week is done. All the lead up is done. But now, here is the big one. It is the team of the week. For round 9, the top 15 players in each position coming together for one ultimate side from round number 9. Let's kick things off, as we do always, with the front row, and it was an immaculate performance by these 3 players. Mike Hunt on the Lucerne side, Nicholas Freilander at hooker, and Luke de Normanville on the tight head side. Hunt and de Normanville were amazing. Their work in the front row for the Guardians really set an amazing platform, especially in the way that their scrums worked was just massive to get the win over, well, their hooker companion in the middle from the All Flakes. Freilander was brilliant throughout the match. His line-out throwing was good, but he was very, very present in the field as well. Into the second round, we have our first comer from the Flakers, and no question here whatsoever. Ian McDonald, his fantastic try, gets himself in for try of the week, but it also gets him in for the team of the week as well. Partnering him in the second row, Joshua Hetherington from the All Flakes. Now, this man is half the reason why that match between the Guardians and the All Flakes was so good. His line-out taking was magnificent, and if the Guardians dominated in the front row and in the pack at the scrums, it was the All Flakes that dominated set piece of the line-out. Hetherington, he was the go-to man, stolen line-out balls near the end, gave them that glimmer of hope, and they just about stole it right to the bitter end. Into the back row, and we've got 3 players, all from the same team here. Guthrie heads at 6, Ken Pringle at 7, Dylan Davies at number 8, all from the Guardians of the Crib. There's really not much you can argue about this here. They were just standouts. There's simply no more to it. They were great at around the field. The All Flakes hardly touched the ball in their match. That was great recycling, great support play from the Lucies, and that's what it all comes down to. Dylan Davies, magnificent with his ball running, such a strong man as well. He led the way from number 8 for the Guardians, and they take all 3 spots in the back row. Into the back line, and there's one scrum half who I think was head and shoulders above the rest, and that goes to Will Mead from the Cornflakers. He was brilliant from the back of the rucks. I think he outshone all other number 9s, even in the big battle between the All Flakes and the Guardians. Mead played that well. He just put himself right up there instantly. No question from me that he deserves that position. Outside him will be Lou Jones. Now, apart from his great play and his immaculate passing, the drop goal made a big difference to that game against the All Flakes. Simply put, that drop goal ultimately was the winning of the game. I think that was the real win changer for that match. Now, outside him in the centres, this was really, really hard to pick, but I've gone with Douglas Eddington at 12 and Heston Gardner at 13. Now, I have to give special mention to Owen Richards and, of course, Ruben Hauraki, who were both themselves fantastic. But Eddington, brilliant for the Flakers. He just guided that team around. Numerous line breaks, cut the line up, scored tries, got kicks, assisted tries. He just played the ultimate game. His team, of course, did thrash their opponents, but he was massive. And there's only really a couple players that massively stood out from that Flakers game. Eddington was one, Mead was the other, and of course McDonald in the second row were just really standouts from the Flakers. The team had the easy match, still get a few names in the board. Heston Gardner, I think, was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Scored tries, set everything up. He was a menace in attack, solid in defence, and he deserves to be there, no question. Richards, I think, didn't make the team, Owen Richards, but deserves mention for the way he directed the team. He partnered well with Lou Jones, who they swapped first receiver quite often throughout the match, and his passing was sublime. Hauraki, moving into the centres, done a great piece of work, made direct lines straight through, broke tackles, and did a great job at his first fist and centre. We'll see him there again for sure. Now on the wings, we have one from the Guardians, one from the All Flakes. It is Omar Solomon on the left and Benji Cook on the right. Now, Benji Cook, he's not that explicitly fast player. He's not super quick. He's not super strong. He's just solid at everything he does. He's the Adam Ashley Cooper of the All Flakes. He'll catch a ball, he'll pin his ears to the corner, and he will score you a try. He won't do anything stupid. He doesn't do the silly things. He gets the try in the corner, and that's what he did for the All Flakes to give them that hope after it looked like it was all gone. Omar Solomon, what can we say about him? but an absolute freak the way he's played in the last few weeks. When it really comes to the crunch and you need to try, he does the unthinkable. He does the freakish steps. He bamboozles everyone in the defensive line and goes away to score crucial tries at crucial times as well. Fullback for the team of the week, Shane O'Sullivan. He was brilliant as well, kicked very well in the match, and he was, simply put, a real standout. The thing I did notice about this match from Shane O'Sullivan was how often he actually joined the attacking line and how often you've seen him taking the ball up at first or second receiver, which was an absolute breath of fresh air to see him coming into the line and joining up with the attacking force. It was great to see O'Sullivan up there, and he played a very good match for, fullbacks who don't often see a lot of the action. There it is. That is my 15 for the team of the week. Of course, as you may have noticed, it is predominantly players from the Guardians and the All Flakes, mainly even the Guardians, because their performance was that good, that clinical. To beat the All Flakes, they played extremely well. The All Flakes, on the other hand, played very well as well, but just didn't quite have the guts at the end. The Flakers, let's be fair, they an easy one. They absolutely demolished Glasgow. No queries whatsoever from them. They just swept the floor with them, blitzed them, destroyed them. And as a result, that All Flakes Guardians match was such a massive matchup. And speaking of massive matchups, stay tuned. Do not go anywhere over the next few days as well, because we have an even bigger one coming your way. It is going to be the Cornflakers versus the Guardians of the Crib. This one may even outdo the All Flakes versus the Guardians of the Crib. Call it the biggest game of the season. Call it the match of the century. The final that won't be a final. Oh, will it? Are we discounting the All Flakes too early? I don't think so, because remember, the All Flakes beat the Flakers a few weeks ago. This could be the ultimate in results here. If the Flakers can win against the Guardians, it will be a triangle of 1 win, 1 loss against the 2 other subscriber sides heading into the playoffs. Now, how amazing would that be to have no real distinctive better side out of the 3? The possibilities are absolutely endless, but this one is going to be massive, absolutely massive. The teams are ready to go. It is all set. That one will be coming to you guys very soon, so stay tuned for that one. But for now, for today, for this team of the week, that is my time done and dusted. Remember to go into the straw poll, have your say about who you thought was the try of the week out of Heston Gardner, Owen Richards, and Ian McDonald. Have your say, have your vote. Easy to do. Click the link, click your vote, done. That's all you need to do. That is simple as it gets. But my time is done here, and I'll catch you all next time for plenty more action coming your way. I have heaps of stuff planned for the new year as well, so stay tuned, stick around. Hope you have a fantastic holidays over the Christmas and New Year period, and you're all going very well, having a great time, and I'll see you all very soon for plenty more action. Until then, thanks for watching, and take care.